to the power n, so it is m square n square. There is multiplication in the between. Okay, a multiply b to the power n, then a to the power n, b to the power n. A multiply b to the power n, both have same power. Okay, a multiply b to the power n equal to a to the power n multiply b to the power n. There is no sign, means there is multiply. So mn to the power 2 means m to the power 2 n to the power 2. Mn to the power 5 equal to m to the power 5 n to the power 5. X y to the power 3 means x to the power 3 y to the power 3. You see here 4 multiply 3 to the power 2. So it is 4 to the power 2, 3 to the power 2. So this power will go in both the base. Okay, 4 to the power 2, 3 to the power 2. 7 multiply 3 to the power 3 means 7 to the power 3, 3 to the power 3. 3 multiply 2 multiply 7 to the power 2. Okay, square means 3 multiply 2 multiply 7 square equal to 3 square plus 2 square plus 7 square. So from here you have to understand, if the index form is given in this form, then if you want to break them, then you can break them in this way. You can write them in this way. Okay, so this is the fourth law of indices. Here we will see a fifth law of indices. Okay, a by b to the power n equal to a to the power n, b to the power n. Here b should not be equal to 0. If b will be equal to 0, then it will not be a fraction. Okay, so b should not be equal to 0. The use of fifth law. Okay, here we will learn use of fifth law. M by n to the power x equal to m to the power x n to the power x. This power will go in both. Okay, p by q whole square equal to p square by q square. You try to understand, this can be written in this way. A by 7 to the power 7 can be written a to the power 7 b to the power 7. 5 by 3 to the power 5 by 3 to the power 2 or 5 by 3 square can be written 5 square 3 square. 8 by 7 to the power 3 can be written 8 to the power 3 7 to the power 3. 11 by 15 to the power 5 equal to 11 to the power 5 15 to the power 5. Okay, so this is how we use the law of indices. Now we will see the sixth law of indices. Okay, sixth law of indices. Here you see here a to the power, it is very very important. Okay, very very useful also. You have to understand, if there is negative power of any base, negative power of any base, negative power in any base is always written in the form of fraction, 1 by form. Okay, it is always written in the form of fraction. The coefficient of this base should come as numerator. Like if it is like this, like a to the power minus n is written a by a to the power n. Okay, so negative comes as positive. Okay, in this way you have to write. Like if it is like this, I want to show you. If it is like this, now your coefficient, what coefficient is here? Coefficient, there is no coefficient, there is 1. So 1 is written as numerator. But what coefficient is here? 7. 7 is written, thus it can be written 7 by. Okay, if there is no number, 1 we have to write. If there is any coefficient, then we have to write that coefficient. After that, this index form will go positive in denominator. Okay, so a negative 5 will be a positive 5. Got my point? A negative 5, like you see here, 7. Here you see a negative value, negative power of any base is always go as positive in denominator, 1 by. The coefficient of this should go as numerator. The coefficient is here 7. Coefficient will be 7. Numerator will be 7, and this negative index will go as a positive index in the denominator. Okay, so here we will learn how to use the sixth law of indices. Now x, if a to the power negative n can be written 1 by a to the power positive n, then x to the power negative x can be written 1 by x to the power positive x. You see here how it is changing. Okay, so a to the power minus 2 is written a to the power positive 2. Okay, a to the power minus 7, x to the power minus 7 is written 1 by x to the power 7. So the coefficient is 1 here. Okay, that is why coefficient is written as numerator. Okay, now you see here 5 to the power minus 2 can be written 1 by 5 square. 3 to the power minus 4 can be written 1 by 3 to the power 4. X to the power x can be written, now you see, if there is negative then it will go as positive, if there is positive it will go as negative. Positive can be written in the form of fraction. If you have to convert negative power into positive, then you have to write in this way. If you have to write positive power into negative, then you have to write in this way. Okay, here you have to understand. See here, 4 has positive power, so if you want to write this into negative power, then you have to write like this: 1 by 4 to the power minus 2. X by a minus x, you negative power, it will go as positive power. You see here how to write. 1 by a to the power minus x is written a to the power x, because positive power can be written negative. If it is negative, it will go positive as a numerator. Okay, denominator will go in numerator, numerator go in denominator. Okay, so 1 by 5 minus 2 can be written 5 to the power 2 or 5 square. So this is the use of fifth or sixth law of indices. Now here I will discuss about the seventh law of indices. Okay, a by b to the power minus x, it can be written b by a to the power if a fraction has the negative power. If the fraction has the negative power, what will you do? You simply write the reciprocal of the fraction and change the power. Negative into positive, positive into negative. If there will be positive, and if you write the reciprocal form of the fraction, then it will go negative. If it is positive, it will go negative. If it is negative, then it will go positive. In which case, if you write the reciprocal form of the fraction of base. Okay, got my point? A by b, now you have reciprocaled it, means you have written the reciprocal form of a by b. A reciprocal of a by b is b by a. You have written the reciprocal form, so it will also go reverse. Okay, sign will also go reverse. Minus will change into plus, plus will change into minus. Okay, so here we will learn how to use the seventh law of indices. X by y to the power 2. Okay, so I have already told you, if you write the reciprocal form y by x to the power positive 2, it was negative 2, it is now positive 2. So how it is done? It is done here. This step no need to do. Okay, just to understand. 3 by 4 to the power minus 3. 3 by 4 to the power minus 3 can be written 4 by 3 to the power 3, because this form is changed into its reciprocal. The power is changed, negative power changed into positive power. 7 by 11 to the power 5, negative 5, will be 11 by 7 to the power positive 5. 100 by 125 to the power minus 8. Now you have written reciprocal form, 125 by 100 to the power 8. So here also 256 by 100 to the power negative 3 by 4. 100 by 256 to the power 3 by 4. Negative change into positive. Okay, so this is the use of seventh law of indices. Now it is the eighth law of indices. A to the power m, a to the power n. It's very important. Listen very carefully. A to the power m, a to the power n. This is an equation. Okay, the equation of the index. Okay, so you see here, both are the index form. Okay, and there is equal to sign between both the index form. Okay, in such ground, what will you see? You see the whether in such a case either base should be equal or power should be equal. If base are same, powers will be equal automatically. If powers are same, base will be equal automatically. Now a to the power m, a to the power n, base are same, so powers will be equal. That is why m equal to n, where a should be greater than 0. A should be greater than 0. Okay, or not equal to 1. Use of eighth law. You see here, if m, a to the power m equal to a to the power n, can be m equal to n. Okay, then 100% obviously x to the power x, a to the power x, a to the power y, base is same, so powers will be equal. X is equal to y. You see here, 5 to the power x, 5 to the power y, base same, powers will be equal. X equal to y. X to the power or 7 to the power x, 7 to the power 2, base same, no, so powers will be equal. X equal to 2, x equal to 2. How to find the value of x? In this way, power should be same. Okay, in the equation you have to do like this. We have to make the powers base same or power same. If powers are same, the base will be equal. If base will be same, powers will be equal. Okay, you see here, base is 7, here is also base is 7. The power is 2x plus 7, power is 11. These two are power. Okay, and base are same. If base are same, powers will be equal. So 2x plus 7 equal to 11. After that you can solve and find the value of x. Okay, so here we have learned the 8th law of indices. Now I am going to discuss the 9th law of indices. Okay, it is similar. Like you see here, in the 8th law we have understood that if base are same, powers are equal. Now you see, in this case powers are same, base are different, powers are same. If powers are same, base will be equal. A to the power m, b to the power m. A to the power m equal to b to the power m can be written a equal to b, because powers are same, powers are equal, so base will be equal. So here we will learn use of 9th law. So x to the power a, y to the power a, power same, base will be equal, x is equal to y. Powers 2, power same, base will be equal, x equal to y. M to the power 7, n to the power 7, power same, 7, base will be equal, m equal to n. M to the power x, 5 to the power x, powers same, so base will be equal, so m equal to 5. Okay, so here x to the power 2, x plus 2 to the power x plus 2 whole square, 11 whole square means it is square. In both the case square. Power is